Hi everybody, it's Casey Williams. A couple of weeks ago I was having this conversation with my mother-in-law. She described the car she really wanted. She wanted something that wouldn't be a lot of hassle, something similar to some of the sedans she'd driven in the past. And as we talked, what she was really describing was basically a luxurious Toyota Camry crossover. And I think the vehicle we have this week would make her really happy. It's a 2023 Lexus RX350 with the luxury package. Let's go take a look at it. While much of the new RX will look familiar to you if you've had an RX in the past, the styling is completely new, and I really like what they've done with it. Okay, well, not everybody's going to like the big grille. The big spindle grille is the Lexus trademark, but I like what they did. I like that they kind of blended the body color here into the gray. I think it looks really nice. Certainly distinctive and certainly Lexus. The thin LED headlamps up here with the driving lamps. Again, I think it looks really good. Certainly in your face. Whether you like it or not, you'll certainly be memorable. Come around the side, and you start to see that more traditional RX profile. This is the luxury package, has a 21-inch dark alloy wheels. I think looks really good. But the vehicle's a little bit wider, just seems a little more squat, just a little more athletic. Still have the broken pillar back here in the back. Again, I think it works well. And I also like what they've done to the back. It does kind of tie it to the Toyota Venza, but I think it works really well for it. I like this kind of really thin light to come across. And instead of the Lexus badge, they've actually spelled out the word. And I think, again, it just looks more expensive, looks a little more upscale. One of the things my mother-in-law mentioned is she wants to travel a lot. She's about ready to retire. She wants to do some traveling. She's going to go see her grandkids. And I think that, you see the luggage compartment on this, it makes a lot of sense for her too. Plenty of space. She's looking for a trunk and a sedan in the past. No problem there at all. Back seats fold down. She can get her bicycle in there. She wants to get out and exercise a little bit. And I think it'll work out really well for her. My mother-in-law made it very clear she wanted something more luxurious than what she's been driving in the past. And I think this is certainly going to meet her standards. Lexus always really does. They always have very plush interiors, very comfortable, very high-tech. But it's also very usable, and it's not overly complicated, despite the way it looks at first glance. But looking in here, this is the luxury package. It's kind of this wood grain here on the steering wheel, leather-wrapped, heated leather-wrapped steering wheel, and it's very soft leather. I like this a lot. And the dash. This is actually kind of a soft material underneath, kind of suede around the doors as well. It's a brown material. Even the speaker grills, almost feels like almost like a sweatshirt material, like inside, like the fleece. And I think it's very comfortable, very nice. Seats the same way. They're more kind of a saddle leather, but they're also kind of soft too. Very comfortable, very nice. Up front, they're heated and ventilated. In the back, they're heated and ventilated. Got the panoramic sunroof to let a lot of light in. This has the Mark Levinson sound system, and the Mark Levinson sound systems always sound great in Lexus products. I think everybody's going to like that. But up here with the touchscreen, again, technology could look a little overwhelming to somebody who's had other cars in the past. This really isn't complicated. You've got navigation, audio, phone, the vehicle functions down the left. You can just touch them. Goes right to them. I don't have my phone connected here just yet. There's audio. And it goes to nav. So that's all here. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto connectivity, Bluetooth, of course. And then down below, you've got the wireless phone charging. You just put the phone down there, just let it charge. It does have all the different USB ports. So the newer ones plus the older version. That's very nice too. But I like how all this works, and I think she will as well. A couple of things that this vehicle has on it. It has the automated parking system. So it'll help you guide the vehicle into, in fact, it'll semi-autonomously do it, put you into a perpendicular parking spot and a parallel parking spot. And there's a lot of safety features on this vehicle. Again, get on the road, not paying quite enough attention, and some of those things really save you in the long run. This has a widescreen head-up display out front. It gives you the speed, gives you the vehicle functions, navigation, and also helps you with some of the safety systems. So this has automatic emergency braking, has adaptive cruise control, has lane keep assist with steering input, rear cross path detection, pretty much all that to keep you safe. Has lane tracing, so you have to keep your hands on the wheel, but it'll trace the lanes and basically steer itself out on the highway. A couple other features it has the side exit assist. So it uses the blind spot system to keep you from stepping into traffic if there's bicycle cars coming up beside you as you're stepping out. And it also has a traffic jam assist, and that will let you take your hands off the wheel. It'll creep the vehicle through traffic, and it'll do it very, very easily to kind of take some of the stress off when you're just sitting there in traffic. But overall, just a very comfortable vehicle and a very nice place to be. If I had any complaints whatsoever about the interior, the electric door switch is confusing as all can be. You press it, it doesn't come open. You unlock it, it doesn't open. So maybe I just need a little more time with it, but that would be my one big gripe with the interior. Okay. Well, there are hybrid and plug-in hybrid versions of the RX, but this is the simplest version. I think this is the one that I would send to my mother-in-law. This one has a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. delivers 275 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. I think that's plenty of power in a vehicle this size. This does have all-wheel drive. Power is routed through an 8-speed automatic transmission, so it's very crisp. It gets power right where you want it and keeps the revs up. But on the highway, you step into it, and there's a little bit of that four-cylinder noise to it with the turbo, but there's plenty of power to go down the road. And gas mileage is pretty good. 21 miles per gallon in the city, 20 to 28 on the highway. So for a mid-size luxury crossover that is not a hybrid, pretty happy with that. But the other things about driving this, that I've noticed, it does drive kind of like a big Camry crossover. The one thing that I've noticed too is those 21-inch wheels. They're absolutely beautiful. They look nice on it, but they do kind of bang over bumps and bruises out on the road. I think if I want something just a little more comfortable, I might even look at one of the lower trim packages, get a little smaller wheel and a little thicker tire on it. Make it a little more comfortable. But overall, it's been a nice vehicle to ride in, very nice vehicle to drive, easy to park, and a very enjoyable week. So the RX might not be the cheapest option for my mother-in-law, but I think she can afford it okay. So the base RX350 starts right at $48,500. This one with the luxury package and everything we have here, $61,740. So again, if you're looking for a relatively affordable luxury crossover, you get this powertrain without all-wheel drive and a very nice looking, nice driving vehicle for about $48,500. So next week, another fun car. Until then, storm forward.